All right now. Triple twos, I saw a flock of geese crawling back my power and my peace to the subconscious speed. Connecting the dots to stealth mastery. I keep some magic in my frontispiece. Okay, writing verses, chewing up some candy corn. I deep dive with the right form. Paperwork, work for the paper intake with the right form. You gotta forgive, don't stay scorn. Let it rip, don't let your decision stay torn. I'm in the field with the sheep, but my wolves stick out like a unicorn. Trauma to me is really born. I need a sci-fi so I can time travel with my third eye. Brewing self-esteem, confidence. Waking up self-love and every being, everything is not what it seems. In the land of delusions and the dreams, see the most high that you see, live in the cadence. Every heartbeat she
Bad from all those centuries ago, because this was going on for a long time, like hundreds and hundreds of years. After she let go of that anger, like the spells like the curse kind of dropped. But it was crazy.
That sound like a cartoon I watched called Kiriko and The Sorcerers. Yeah,
Karaku, and I'm gonna have to look that up.
it's a wonderful African cartoon. Matter of fact, it's so dope because the baby was talking to his mother from the womb, and he was like,
Oh,
"Mother, I am ready to be born. Birth
um,
me." And then the mother was like, "A child that can talk to his mother from the womb can birth himself." And then he crawled out.
Wow.
Yep.
No,
that
listen to
is
me. That is,
wow.
ooh, beautiful.
Oh my God, yeah, Kiriko and the Sorcerers. I think it's on YouTube or something. It is so awesome. He was talking to his mother from the womb, and
Wow.
then when he came out, he was like, "Where's my father?" As soon as he was born, and he was like,
Wow.
"Your father was taken by the sorceress. He went to go fight the sorceress, and she ate him up." And he was like, "Do I not have any brothers, any uncles?" And she was like, The sorceress, she ate them all up." So then as soon as he was born, he was like, "Well, I'm about to go see this sorceress." He was a baby.
Oh my God, this little baby came out a warrior.
Yep. And
Yeah.
so he went to see the sorceress. He had to dodge all of her little minions and things. And, you know, when he did that, he ended up being the person that healed the sorceress. But he went to see the ancestors to tell them to help him because he was like, "I'm so tired." And he fell asleep in his grandfather's arms. His grandfather blessed him and he went on his way, and he was trying to fight the sorceress, like asking what was wrong. And he seen that it was something stuck in her spine, like a pin or something. And so when he
Ooh,
pulled it out of her back, then she was healed and she wasn't mean and she wasn't a sorceress anymore. And then she turned into a beautiful lady. And then he turned into a man.
mm,
And then he ended up being marrying the sorceress, freed all of the men in the village that she had captured, and went back to the village. But at first they didn't recognize him because he wasn't a baby, he was a man. And he was like, "Mother, tell them this is me." And she went over and looked at him and was like, "This is my son." And then everybody started cheering, and that was it.
Wow.
wow.
That's
I
a
have to go
magical
watch
story.
this now. Kiriko
Yes,
and the Sun.
Carrie
Is it?
Cool and the Sorceress.
Yes, thank you, Camille, for sharing in
Ooh,
the chat. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
look that
she
up.
did? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Good.
I'm gonna have to check
It's
that
it's
out.
such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful cartoon. And I would watch it over and over and over and over again because I just thought it how it depicted a child talking from the womb was so dope. And she was just like, "If you can talk to me from the womb, you can birth yourself."
Wow.
I was like, "Damn, that is so
That is so
dope."
yeah,
powerful. Oh my
man.
God, that's so magical. It reminded me of that show Miss Blue was talking to the baby, like was giving a reading from
Yes.
the baby from the womb. I was
And
like, wow.
now that I'm speaking about it, it reminds me of what I told Zinnia yesterday. It was like,
Yeah.
if you can sit around and tell your parents and tell your mother that they didn't teach you something, then you're old enough to go learn what you didn't get. So you can't hang that burden of what you didn't get from your mother on her neck as a way to
Ashe.
justify your anger.
That's
Yes.
it.
If you
That's
can
right.
tell her and tell her what she didn't teach you, then you surely can get your ass somewhere and go learn it.
That's right.
Yep.
So that confirms what I've said because I tell that to my own daughter. You didn't teach me about money and how to budget. Well, because you need to know those things, and you have the ability to tell me what I didn't teach you, in that same respect, you have the ability to go get it from somewhere to learn it.
That's it.
Because I won't wear a cloak of guilt to make you feel better about fucking up something when you know you should
Mm,
do better.
Because when you know better, you do better. So if you that
Facts.
aware of what you need, you're aware enough to go get it. That's real.
Absolutely. You can't hand over that guilt and think that that's going to be a buffer or an excuse that you get to dodge the accountability for shit that you're fucking up. And so
Yeah.
even the mother was like, "Well, baby, if you talking to me from the womb, telling me to birth you, surely if you can talk to me, you can birth yourself."
Right.
And that was all the acknowledgement he needed
To do his
because he
thing.
just that baby walked out the womb.
Talk about answering your true calling. Like for real.
but but listen, then he came out and was like, "Mother, I'm hungry. Feed me." And she said, "A child that can ask his mother to feed him can surely feed yourself."
Yo, that's some real shit.
Talk about giving you your accountability from the womb.
Right.
yes.
From the
That's what me I
womb.
say. It's like the algorithm, because you always talk about algorithms. There's so many algorithms of damsel in distress, you
Mm.
know,
It
feeling a
is, Amy
disempowered
Griffin.
steam. And then
Yes.
here's this algorithm that's empowering, and then kids of color. I love it. I really love this. Thank you so much for sharing it.
I love that.
I really love it.
Yeah, I watched it. It was a twofold cartoon I watched. It was that one, and then it was another one. And I have to remember the name, but it was about a little girl. She was born with the mark of something. She was born with the mark, but the people in the village was the mark that she had suggested that she was a demon or something. But I'm gonna find that cartoon because it had a
And
great lesson.
she's a blonde hair girl.
It was the mark of Yauru. No, these were African children. She was born with the mark
Oh,
of Yauru. And,
Oh,
people
okay.
were afraid of her and were shunning her and all kind of things. And she ended up having some kind of power. I haven't seen that one in a while, but I seen both of those two together. I have to find that cartoon now. Oh my God, it was so awesome.
what?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That sound good.